Day before yesterday, I was in a village where I saw Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, in a village. Now, coming back to the mundane life that you and I lead, we need some food, but we eat much more than what we need. I always tell, in the world there are two important diseases. India, we have the largest load of subnutrition and malnutrition. We have 47 million children who don't get even a single meal. And these children suffer from a disease called NIDS, not AIDS, nutritional immune deficiency syndrome. And they die like flies. As we are discussing here about vegetarianism, a few hundred children in India have died because of malnutrition. This is malnutrition. Then in today's Western world, there is what is called malnutrition, M-A-L-L, mal, where you get all this kind of junk food. You get hot dog, white dog, and all kinds of rubbish. And then you get some poisons in the tins and bottles, colored poisons. People who drink that and eat that kind of a stuff, the hot dog, they get mal, M-A-L-L, nutrition, which is called obesity in the West. So when the West has a big epidemic of obesity, India has a large epidemic of poverty and malnutrition. There again, there are two kinds of malnutrition. If you have seen children who are malnourished, some children are bloated up, they have edema all over the body, they have a lot of water collection. Some are very thin, drying up. The drying up one called marasmus, and the thick ones are called kwashiorkor. The difference is, the child that is dried up has had some mother's milk, very little mother's milk. So it is called protein subnutrition. The child which is bloated up has had no mother's milk at all. The mother either died very soon, or the mother left the child, or what have you. And whatever food the child gets is not the good food, the good protein, so it damages the liver first and produces edema. Whereas the child which eats too much of the junk food becomes obese, becomes a diabetic very soon, gets heart disease and dies early. And the sad part of the whole thing is, the Western epidemic of obesity is creeping into India, because the West has come to India in a big way to do business here. So you can see, even in a village, day before yesterday I was in a village where I saw Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. In a village, there's an arrow which says KFC. I really had tears in my eyes. If KFC could come to this village, in what way they have invaded? This is the biggest invasion. This is the cultural invasion. They invaded with the army in the olden days, now they are invading with their culture. They want to sell and make money. As someone rightly said, today the world runs after money. So anything that you get from outside is not reliable, because they just twist the facts to make money and sell their wares. Having said that, we can all sustain ourselves with the minimum food. That's what Ayurveda says, Hita, Mita, Ahara, Sevi. Food what you like, and food in small quantities. Preferably many times in a day. Minimum 6 times a day you must feed yourself with small amounts of clean, good food. And there is no way any difference between vegetarianism and non-vegetarian as far as nutrition is concerned. If any one of you here doubts that vegetarians do not get enough strength, because a lot of youngsters are told this by the Western media, that if you don't eat meat, you can't really grow up and you can't be strong. I tell them, please come and see our temple elephants, which are pure vegetarians. If any one of those people can fight with the elephant and then win the war, I think I will become a non-vegetarian myself. Please remember that even non-vegetarians, even people who eat meat, ultimately get their protein from vegetables only. And if you don't eat much food, you will be healthier.